probably going to have like 0 bandwidth, but it's fine. Because we're going to be testing at Detroit. So I need my phone. Hold on. What, my phone? Do I leave that on? Nah. No, we're good. Alright. So, I have never been at this racetrack. I literally just bought it. And I have a league race here tonight. So, actually, hold on. Hold on, bro. As you can see, I have my weather apps on. They don't call me the weatherman for no reason. Twitch. I'm sure some guys would like to see this. I can see myself 1,000 times. I can see myself 1,000 times. Oh, that's gonna start echoing really bad in a second. Okay. Now I'm gonna open Discord, and I'm actually gonna close that out because it's gonna keep going infinitely forever. Alright, anyway. Oh. I'm very, actually stupid. I don't know why I feel the need to do this. Alright. Anyway. Now, I have seen races at this place, IndyCar specifically. But every time I haven't got the chance, because like I'm doing something on that week. And I have to skip out on the race. There's some water on that inside curb, you gotta miss that. There seems to be some puddles near the edges of the concrete as well, right there. Right, like I remember, I think one of the Arrow McLarens had a huge crash there. They lost their throttle stuck. Here, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna keep pinned. Corner. I missed the corner. All right. Hold on. Gotta whip this mug. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna back out of there, actually. I just hit the... Oh, that's gonna be it. I've lost my... Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Give me a damn minute. My freaking phone's exploding. What's happening? Okay, alright. What was I gonna do? That's what I was gonna do. Yeah. Hold on. I'll start the car while I open up my Twitch chat. I don't have a second monitor because I'm lazy and a bum and just coughs loudly. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a cold the past like And I closed my phone. Why would I? That's forcing. Don't text and drive, kids. Dumb? What do you mean dumb? I'm not a bum. Alright. So I'm gonna try to brake at 300. I'm braking too late. Hold on. Hold on. We got back up. We got back up. Braking at 400. There was water on this inside curb, so I have to miss that. Just gotta notice small things. Trying to notice any billboards or anything outside of the racetrack that I can maybe use as a braking point. But now, usually I watch a video. I do usually watch a video to get acclimated to the racetrack. But I thought, you know what? You know what's better than a video? Streaming me wrecking on the racetrack. Long left-hander there, right into a hairpin. Reminds me of Long Beach. Straight away, probably into a sharp corner, I'd have to imagine. I'm try to break in between 3 and 200. I actually seem to work a little bit. Water on the inside, watch that. There's pit road entrance, we'll practice that a little bit later. I think this is flat out if I remember. Yeah. Very short front straightaway. About turn 1. There's that water. Wow, that is gonna catch somebody out, I feel. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to look at chat while I do this. Sorry, I did not break at the 400. I did not break at the 400. I'm not gonna do that again tonight, trust. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. So I'm gonna break just before that red starts, the red banners. Really cut that wall tight. Why are my windshield wipers on? I didn't even get the button. Alright. Brake right at the 400. I feel like that would work if my brakes were a little bit cooler, or jeez, if they're any colder, I'd spear off. This was the long... Wow. Wow. I've understeered completely almost into the curb. 300. The bad part is I'm not getting adequate practice because, I mean, there's water on the road. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but like I can't take that corner. I can't take that corner adequately because there's a bit of water. Which just means I have to brake a little bit earlier because there's also a bit of oil probably on the track. Thank you for following. Okay, I love you. I'll love you forever. Can I brake at the red sign? No, I can't. I'm gonna speed. Actually, that would probably be better if I made it a dry track. Made it a dry track. That'd probably be better. I just did the league session. Please, 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 please. Static weather. That's how you do it. Alright. Now we wait for iRacing to load for the next 275 years, 8 months, 5 days, and 2 minutes, and 3 seconds, and 4 nanoseconds. That's how you do it. Milliseconds and nanoseconds. Same thing, doesn't matter. Alright. Watch this. 3. It's gonna get on the racetrack. Alright. Now we have an adequate. Now we have an adequate racetrack to actually race. So I forgot the brakes are cold. I forgot the brakes are cold. I forgot the brakes are cold. Hold on. That didn't happen. Okay. Turn. So, long right-hander here. We're slowly working into braking zones, maybe a little bit too much, but we're slowly working into braking zones now. 400's not gonna work. Now slow. Oh, never mind. It's next quarter. This quarter's so long enough to. Yeah. Just keep it very tight. You'll probably want to swing out wide and then get a good entry for that corner, and then that'll lead somebody up. You know, go over here, go down the inside, which if I enter here, it's going to be a very difficult to overtake, but you should have it done by this point. And then you'll have it on the main straight, but then somebody could come back at you down turn 1. Now, if you get a good run out of that corner, the overtaking opportunity might be turn 1. I don't think so unless you're already alongside. Unless you're already alongside. I just feel like that's going to be a very... If you can, plus if you're already close enough, then you could get a good run on the dirty air, sure, but you get a very good run down this straightaway. Of course, heavy braking opportunity here. Okay, well... I thought I put it in reverse and I looked down. That was almost really embarrassing. Still lost. I still lost. Anyway. So. Moving on. Probably almost coast around that corner. I think that's more of a flip quarter than anything. Late apex for that, which the BMW, the GT3 does not enjoy. We're gonna run with it. It does not enjoy late apexes. So that's going to be a problem, I think. Please brake, please brake. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're not. Lock in. Lock in. Anyway. Like I said, I know IndyCar goes here, and I do watch IndyCar, but it feels like every time there's a race at Detroit, I'm literally like doing something that weekend. It's very annoying, actually. I'd like to watch Detroit, but I'm always doing something. Like that kind of a late apex, which it's all about just not overstepping the tires at that point. I don't even know what a good lap is. Does anyone in the chat know what a good lap is here? I'm guessing like a 25, something probably. If you've even done laps in the GT3 here. As I go wide again. It's fine. Yeah, see? No real damage. Shut up. Before we actually get to the lap, I must open my phone again, because I closed it again. I don't know if anybody knows a good lap at this racetrack, so... we'll just go with it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have to look at that. I think... hold on. Let me go. Oh, that's so weird. There's a transition there. Okay, that's annoying. I feel like that's going to catch a lot of people out too, because that transition not only goes from higher grip to lower grip, but it also bounces the car a little bit. I think it would have had too much speed anyway. Lord have mercy, it don't hurt. I think 400 will work there though. Let's go just... turn it a bit late, that works. I'm gonna brake a little bit before the 400 here, just because my brakes are cold. Can stick that other kid through. That'll work. Swing it back to the right. I broke it too late. Now I think again you're gonna want to go way out wide, then cut in and brake as you're apexing the second time, or maybe a little bit later. I feel like that's gonna be brake 300 question mark. Okay, I did not have to brake there. I'm making myself look like an absolute idiot. Brake midway here. Such a weird corner. That is a very weird corner. Alright. Braking up 400. Slowly letting off the brake. Just letting it roll into there. Had to do a little brake tap. Light braking into this corner on the uphill, let the uphill kind of slow you down. Very close to the wall on the left. Just 400, make sure we're straight braking. Bounce over that curve a little bit. Swing back to the right, brake pretty heavily, more than you'd think. At least I would think. Wait to turn in here a second. Back in. I can brake a little bit later there, I think. Maybe just use a little bit less brake. That'll also help with temperature in the tires. Braking at 300. Don't have to brake for this next one, just let off. For some security, so we can get used to the corner. There's our first hot lap at Detroit so far. Oh man. Such a weird corner. It's like off camera. You know, anyway. 32 flat. I just used the wall for braking, I guess. That's fine. breaking this track, I think. Just gonna leave it in second. No point to shift up to third. Optimal right now is a 31.2, so not far off. I don't think it should be. I actually think if I keep it, yeah, if I keep it tight there and then just kind of get a straight line braking, it shouldn't hurt me too bad. Okay, it's not flat. You do have to lift. I was gonna try to take it flat, but you do have to lift. Alright. And in any car, it's probably flat. I have some wheel damage, but it's not gonna hurt. Like midway before the so I'm braking into turn 1. I found it a little comfortable. I noticed like a red patch of banners. I'm braking in between the line and the red banners. I'm braking at 400, which I braked a little late there. Great. Just swinging it wide apex. That reminds me of Sebring. Very annoying to turn into as well, just because BMW, not BMW itself, but the GT3 just does not want to turn. It's very stupid. Compared to like a GTP, which has a bit less rear end downforce compared to front end downforce anyway. Like it has more downforce overall, but just less rear end compared to front end downforce. Not sure how I want to take that corner yet. I'm trying to break it to 2 with this. Just gonna let off into it. I think it's gonna work. Maybe a little brake tap into there. I think just a let off. Maybe half throttle. Maybe don't even have to let off it for fully. Let off. I'm trying to figure out how to take turn 1. I'm not sure. Yeah. Had to lock in for a second. That seems a little bit better, I think. Straight braking as much as possible. I brake a little late, but that's fine. Right, what's that? Concrete. I think if you, yeah, okay, that's the method. Just let off on the way in, let the front tires get hooked up, and then brake a little bit earlier here. And try to swing it out a little bit wider so I can get a better exit. I had to back off. That would have been pretty decent exit. I think you have to set up for that for turn 2 as much as you can. Break a little bit later here. I think just before the 4 is going to be the last point you can break. Late turn in here. Definitely early turn in. You have to attack that corner. I think late turn in there is better though. It's because of the shape of the corner. I like that corner. Just keep it nice and tight to the right. Stay to the middle of the track. Get over right just before the 4. A little bit. sloppy on the brakes there. Hop that curb a little bit. I hop the inside curb too. Ooh. Tire barrier, I think. If I can get to the 29s, that'd be wonderful. I think. Oh man, the oversteer of the century. There's a little bit of banking there, I think. Really offsets the rear. Oh man, understeer of the century. That throttle trace looks like a freaking heart monitor. Lord. KG or something. Brake tap in that corner as well. Put the wall on the left. Ain't hurt nobody. I shifted up there to maybe get a little more speed up the uphill, which I think would have worked if I didn't, you know, decide to just completely bomb the next corner. That's good. That's really good. If I could miss that inside curb. I think this is a 29, definitely. Although 29 is... I had to say something. Well, now that's flat out that I killed the wall. I'll just get to the line and it'll be a 29. So that's good. We've got a 29 in our belt. We're improving. Oh, that was good. That was a very good turn one. 28's on the cards. I don't go off the track, maybe. If I get a perfect lap, I think it could be at 28. But I don't think it's there right now. That inside curb. No, man. It's gonna be really good. I've missed that corner twice now. Not a bad lap. .3 on 28 is definitely there, 100%. 4 wall tap there. Later turn in than earlier. It's gonna help on exit. A little 4-wheel slide there, not good. I'm also a little bit old on tires. Off the exit of that corner, I slid. The traction control kicked in off the last lap. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. Okay. Not bad. That was improvement. Improvement is what we need. All right. So I'd say I'm now going to look up a lap now that I've learned it, and I'm gonna try to get close to that lap. I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get close to that. I'm about to witness, but alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up on my phone. I'm just gonna play the lap in the background, I think, the fastest lap, which was the last one. So you guys actually, there's actually something going on. While I do this. What did this guy say? This guy's in a McLaren. I don't know what